welcome to Staples Tech TV. Have you been shopping for additional data storage lately? Well, then you've definitely heard of hard disk drives, which are often referred to as simply hard drives. And lately, you might have heard the talk of solid-state drives, or SSD for short. So, what's the difference? Well, today we are going to compare SSDs with standard hard drives to help you decide which one is right for you. Now, to do this, we need to assess these drives on 3 important points: reliability, speed, and price. First off is reliability. A hard drive failure can happen anytime, and it can have pretty devastating consequences. Imagine losing all of your photos, videos, and music. The key difference between a solid-state drive and a hard disk drive is that a standard hard drive is electromechanical, meaning it has moving parts, containing a disk that spins thousands of times per second and a moving read-write head. Because of these moving parts, hard drives can often fail because of normal wear and tear from constant use or from the occasional drop or fall. In contrast, solid-state drives have no moving parts since they store all their information on tiny microchips, much like USB flash drives. No moving parts means no wear and tear. It also means they're immune to physical vibration, shock, and extreme temperatures. Basically, nothing will happen to an SSD if you accidentally drop it, making it attractive for people who are constantly on the go. Solid-state drives also consume much less power and produce less heat than hard drives. The next criteria we need to compare is speed. Hard disk drives are slower because they need to wait for their moving parts to get into place before they can read files or save information. SSDs can instantly spring into action without having to wait around. Plus, SSDs can read and write files at about twice the speed of hard drives. This means your computer will boot faster and video games and other programs will load quicker. You will also notice that SSDs are amazingly quiet because unlike hard drives, there is no spinning disks to produce that typical grinding noise that you hear when your hard drive retrieves data. Hard drives also become fragmented over time as files are moved on and off the disk. Fragmentation occurs when a hard drive cannot or will not allocate enough space to store a complete file in a physical, continuous space on the disk platters. Fragmentation will greatly increase the read and write times of the hard drive, slowing your computer down. The read performance of a solid-state drive does not change based on where data is stored, meaning that fragmentation won't be an issue. Our last criteria to compare is price. Compared to hard disk drives, price and capacity are the 2 main disadvantages of SSDs. This is why hard drives are still a great option for people who are looking for a lot of storage at an affordable price. A great tip to compare prices between SSDs and hard drives is to take the price and divide it by the amount of memory to get the cost per gigabyte. For example, if you're looking for a big hard drive, I have here the HP 2TB USB 3.0 desktop hard drive, which is exclusively available at Staples in Canada. At approximately $180, you would be paying about 9 cents per gigabyte. Or if you're looking for a smaller and portable hard drive, here is the HP 500GB USB 3.0 hard drive, which is also exclusively available at Staples in Canada. At approximately $130, you'll be paying about 26 cents per gigabyte. Now, let's contrast that with a solid-state drive. Here is the 2.5-inch internal SSD from Kingston with 128 gigabytes of hard drive space. At approximately $200, you'll be paying about $1.56 per gigabyte, which is 6 to 17 times as much. See the difference? In short, solid-state drives are better overall storage media than hard disk drives in terms of reliability, speed, and performance. So if you find yourself always on the go and concerned with protecting your data, SSD is the way to go. However, the protection and performance of SSDs come at a cost, as they are more expensive when you look at the cost per gigabyte. So, solid-state drives aren't going to be replacing hard disk drives until their price drops. If you're looking for a large capacity drive at an affordable price, hard disk drives are still the best option right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see SSDs go down to $1 per gigabyte by the end of 2012. Let us know in the comments when you're planning on taking the plunge to SSD. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out our website and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This has been Staples Tech TV. See you next time.